Imagine for a moment that there are four angels, not free to roam the heavens or the earth, but imprisoned, locked away until a destined time in the future. These aren't just any angels. They are beings of immense power, whose release could alter the course of everything we know. What if I told you that their story is more than myth or legend? That these four imprisoned angels are part of a deeper narrative about balance, justice, and upheaval, one that many don't fully understand or even realize is unfolding. This isn't a tale reserved for ancient texts or distant times. It's a message echoing through our very present, something you need to hear, something that might change the way you see what's coming. The idea that angels can be imprisoned might seem strange or even unsettling. After all, angels are often seen as protectors, messengers of hope and light. But what happens when those beings, who were once free and mighty, are held back, restrained by cosmic forces for reasons beyond human comprehension? It's a story that has fascinated theologians, mystics, and seekers for centuries because it touches on a truth we all grapple with: the tension between freedom and restraint, between power and responsibility. These four angels aren't just symbols. They represent aspects of reality that have been kept in check, holding back forces that, once unleashed, could bring transformation and chaos. Their imprisonment is not random but purposeful, marking a boundary between what the world is now and what it might become. If you feel that pull, that curiosity deep inside, know you're not alone. Many have sensed the shifting energies, the invisible threads tugging at the edges of our reality. And this story of the four imprisoned angels connects to that feeling. The idea that the universe is on the brink of a monumental change, that something ancient is stirring beneath the surface. But before we dive into who these angels are, what their imprisonment means, and why their release could be so significant, I want you to take a moment and really consider what it means for you personally. What would it mean if powerful beings, long held captive, were suddenly set free? How would that change the world you live in, the unseen battles around you, and even your own path? If this sounds like a conversation you need to be part of, then I invite you to stay with me. Subscribe and join us. The story of these four angels begins long before our time, woven into the fabric of ancient texts and whispered through generations as a prophecy both mysterious and profound. They are not angels of simple kindness or gentle guidance. They are warriors of cosmic significance, bound by chains not made of iron or steel, but forged from divine decree and the delicate balance of universal order. Their imprisonment is a measure taken to contain forces too overwhelming for the world to handle at a time when humanity was not ready. But time moves forward, and with it, the conditions that kept them confined begin to shift, hinting at an inevitable release. This is not just a story about captivity. It's a warning and an invitation to prepare, for what is to come will challenge everything we know about power, justice, and the unseen struggles that shape our destiny. You might wonder, why would such powerful angels be locked away in the first place? The answer lies in their nature. Unlike the typical image of angels as protectors and healers, these four carry within them aspects of divine judgment and transformative destruction. They represent forces that can shake the foundations of existence, tearing down corruption and injustice, but also bringing upheaval and chaos in their wake. Their role is complex, both creators and destroyers, balancing mercy with wrath, light with shadow. Because of this duality, their freedom has been withheld until the precise moment when their intervention is necessary, when the scales of cosmic justice demand their presence to restore balance. And that moment, according to ancient prophecy, draws nearer with every passing day. As the world around us seems increasingly unstable, with tensions rising on every level, social, environmental, spiritual, it's easy to dismiss these ideas as mere stories or allegories. But the deeper truth is that these angels' imprisonment and potential release symbolize cycles that have repeated through time, cycles of transformation that humanity has witnessed in different ways throughout history. These cycles remind us that nothing stays the same forever, that darkness and light are intertwined, and sometimes the forces we fear must emerge to clear the path for renewal. Understanding this gives us not just insight into ancient prophecy, but a lens through which to view our current reality with more clarity and less fear. It teaches us to pay attention to the signs around us and to prepare ourselves, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, for the shifts that lie ahead. I want you to think about the implications of this. The release of these four angels is not merely a cosmic event happening far away from your life. It is connected to the very fabric of your existence, influencing the energies you encounter, the challenges you face, and the transformation you are called to embrace. The forces they embody are not distant myths but active elements in the unfolding story of our time. By understanding who they are and what their release means, you equip yourself with knowledge and perspective that can help you navigate uncertainty with strength and grace. This is why it's so important to keep watching, keep questioning, and keep learning. The future may be uncertain, but with awareness comes power, and with power, the ability to face whatever comes with courage. So as we move forward, we'll explore who these four angels are, what each of them represents, and why their imprisonment is such a pivotal part of the cosmic narrative. We'll delve into the symbolism, the prophecies, and the signs that hint at their impending freedom. And most importantly, we'll talk about what this all means for you, how to recognize the energies at play, how to protect yourself from the upheaval their release might bring, and how to find your own place within this extraordinary unfolding story. Let's begin by unfolding the first of these enigmatic figures, the angel whose presence signals the stirring of conflict and upheaval, a force whose release will shake foundations and challenge the status quo in ways we can hardly predict. This angel is often described as the harbinger of war, not in the sense of mindless violence, but as a catalyst that forces society to confront its deepest fractures. Imagine a pressure cooker. Inside, tensions have been building for years, fueled by injustice, inequality, and unresolved grievances. When this angel's chains are finally broken, it's as if the lid is lifted, allowing these pent-up energies to surge forth. The conflicts that emerge are not arbitrary. They are symptoms of a world that has been out of balance for too long, crying out for recalibration. But why should this fill us with anything other than dread? Because within this angel's influence lies an opportunity, a chance to dismantle corrupt systems, to expose hidden truths, and to lay the groundwork for a new order built on justice and accountability. The chaos is part of a cleansing fire, purifying the old to make way for the new. Yet, it's important to recognize that this process will be painful and disruptive. It will challenge our perceptions of safety and force us to face uncomfortable realities. The key here is awareness. By understanding the nature of this angel's role, you can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for the turbulence ahead, seeing it not as random destruction, but as a necessary upheaval that precedes transformation. Moving deeper into this story, we encounter the second angel, associated with scarcity and famine, an energy that compels humanity to reckon with its consumption, greed, and the fragile nature of abundance. This angel's imprisonment has held back a force that reminds us how easily resources can be depleted and how quickly what we take for granted can vanish. The release of this angel will bring to light the consequences of imbalance and excess, pushing societies to reevaluate their relationship with the earth and with one another. It's a harsh lesson in humility, but one that carries the seeds of renewal. By confronting scarcity, we are forced to innovate, to cooperate, and to prioritize what truly matters. The third angel, linked to death and transformation, introduces the inevitability of endings. Death here is not just physical but symbolic, the end of outdated beliefs, harmful habits, and false narratives. It is a reminder that in order to grow, something must fall away. This angel's release will challenge us to embrace change rather than resist it, to understand that transformation often involves loss, but that loss clears the way for new life. It's an invitation to surrender to the natural cycles of renewal, trusting that after darkness comes dawn. Finally, the fourth angel embodies conquest and shifting power. This is the force that dismantles old hierarchies, redistributes authority, and disrupts established orders. Its release will signal a radical shift in who holds influence and how power is wielded. For many, this will be unsettling, as familiar structures collapse. But for others, it will be a moment of liberation, a chance to build more equitable systems rooted in fairness and compassion. This angel's role is complex, combining destruction with the possibility of new beginnings. Together, these four angels represent a profound cycle of destruction and creation, judgment and mercy, endings and beginnings. Their imprisonment is a testament to the delicate balance that holds the cosmos in harmony. Their impending release is both a warning and a warning of upheaval to come, but a promise that through that upheaval lies the potential for renewal. Understanding these forces, recognizing their signs, and preparing ourselves spiritually and mentally is not just wisdom, it's essential. Because as their story unfolds, so too does our own journey through the challenges and transformations of our time.